Imagine waking up to the sound of a tow truck chaining up your wheelchair van, the one with the handicap plates swinging in plain sight. They towed it anyway. And smiled while doing it. I'm not rich. I'm not fancy. Just a guy who works at a grocery store, rolling around in a beat-up accessible van that gets me to work and back. It has the ramp, the stickers, the plates, my name on the lease, my permit in the window, and the HOA rules taped in my kitchen like some weird little Bible. That morning, I heard a horn and a voice blasting through a megaphone. Unauthorized vehicle! I looked out my balcony. There she was. Karen. Our HOA patrol queen. Hands on hips, neon vest, short haircut stacked like a traffic cone. 2 board members stood beside her like mall cops on a power trip. The tow truck was already idling, chains clinking. I rushed downstairs, rolling as fast as I could. That's my van! It's registered! Don't touch it! Karen held up her clipboard like a judge's gavel. Your permit is invalid. Wrong shade of blue. And you're 2 inches over the line. 2 inches. On a chalk line faded by the summer sun. I showed my plates, my placard, the parking pass they mailed me themselves. She smirked, scribbled something, and the driver shrugged and hooked my van. My ramp scraped the curb. It sounded like a scream. Neighbors peeked through blinds. Nobody came down. I paid the tow yard $385 that night just to get it back. They made me sign a paper saying, "No damage." My ramp now stuck halfway and made a dying walrus noise. I cried in my driveway like a kid who dropped his ice cream. The next day, the HOA sent a letter. $250 fine for unauthorized parking. I appealed. They denied it in 3 minutes flat. Karen even waved at me across the room while they moved on to someone's flower pot being 3 inches too tall. So I got mad. The quiet, heavy kind of mad that builds muscle. I started a folder. Photos of my van in the spot. Measurements of the line. Registry papers. The community map showing my assigned space. Emails they ignored. Videos of Karen on patrol with her tape measure and flashlight, skipping her friend's car that actually blocked the fire lane. Then I found the state ADA law. Clear rules. And page 17 of their own HOA rule book. Residents with accessible vehicles may exceed the line if the ramp requires clearance. Guess they never read it. But here's where it gets good. I called the city inspector. He rolled through, saw the faded lines, measured the ramp space, shook his head, and slapped a bright orange notice on the clubhouse door, "Fix this in 30 days or else." Karen tried to peel it off like a price tag. Neighbors laughed. Phones came out. Court day came. The HOA sent a lawyer in shiny shoes. Karen showed up in her neon vest like she was leading a parade. The judge asked for facts. I handed over my folder: tow receipt, ramp damage estimate, lost wages, medical note, ADA laws, their own rule book, the city inspector's report, and a timeline of every ignored email. The lawyer tried to bury me in violations, garden flags, fence heights. The judge wasn't having it. Then Karen raised her hand and said, "His blue is the wrong blue." The judge stared. "Colors of blue aren't enforceable." The courtroom giggled. I showed the video of Karen ignoring her friend's fire lane blocker. The judge's eyebrows shot up. He ruled HOA pays for the tow, the ramp repair, my lost wages, court costs, and a big penalty for ADA noncompliance. Total? $42,000. Karen gasped so loud the bailiff looked up. Outside, neighbors were waiting like it was the end of a movie. Someone clapped. Someone shouted my spot number. Frank A3! Clips hit the neighborhood chat, then Facebook, then the spicy subreddit. Memes of Karen measuring clouds exploded. The HOA sent a newsletter apology that read like a hostage note. They repainted the lines thick and bright. Made my spot wider with a proper ramp zone. They removed Karen from patrol duty. She ran for HOA president the next month, got 3 votes. One was her own. Now she walks her tiny dog at night and stares straight ahead. My ramp hums like a happy robot. I park. I breathe. I sleep. No tickets. No tow trucks. People nod when I roll by. Some even say, "Good for you." And that $42,000 check? It was the nicest shade of blue I've ever seen. Do you think Karen finally got what she deserved? Drop your thoughts below, and follow for more HOA showdowns like this one.